Just taking a second. Hi, folks. We are live and welcome back to the Maine Event with Meg Lavelle. We have another amazing episode tonight with our guest, Selena Hekate. Selena, hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm excellent. Thanks for asking. I'm very much so looking forward to this episode. Been waiting for quite a while. So, Selena, go ahead and for our viewers tuning in, introduce yourself. Let us know a little bit about you.
Absolutely. So I am the Hellcat, Selena Hekate, your current MPW Women's Champion, designed by the beautiful Meg. Gorgeous title.
Guilty. It's beautiful.
So pretty. I'm based out of Massachusetts, and I'm just really excited to be here.
That's awesome. And we are, again, so glad to have you. So let's just, a lot of folks, watching the show know, a lot of our, loyal fans know how this show goes. We like to just get to know you a little bit better, but we also like to hear anything and everything about you and what you're doing in the world of professional wrestling. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. When did your love of professional wrestling first begin?
I've loved wrestling as long as I can remember. My father used to train when I was younger. We lived in Nashua, New Hampshire, and we grew up near the gym that Triple H used to own. And my dad would go train with him, and my dad was a wrestler as well. So I've just been around it my whole life. And I mean, I really started getting serious about it after I got off the Jericho cruise in like 2018. But I've always loved it. It's had a place in my heart.
That's amazing. I did not know that that it was, your second gen and whatnot. That's amazing. I love that. And then you mentioned Jericho cruises. I know that you are a Jericho cruise gal. Color me jealous. Those look like such a fun time. So
Much fun.
I'm well worth it. Like my husband and I are not like vacation goers. We're not like out to sea type people, but that is the only like exception we would make is a Jericho cruise because it's like there's wrestling and there's music. We don't drink. However, like there's gonna be so much chaos around. Like, love that.
So much to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I watch the videos like all the time and stuff. It looks like a great time. So obviously huge Jericho fan. What wrestlers initially got you hooked, like right off the rip when you were a kid?
Oh, Shawn Michaels, hands down my favorite wrestler of all time.
Right.
I used to watch him on the TV and just think like, wow, he's so cool. Like, I wish I had that confidence. Growing up, I was like a bit heavier and, picked on. And, I saw just him like exuding that confidence. And he had Sensational Sherry, and I loved her. I know you do a little managing sometimes, and that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from. And then, of course, Bret Hart. Who doesn't love Bret Hart? Yeah, some of the best to ever do it.
Yeah, absolutely. The best. Yes. And then, wow. So the Montreal Screwjob, that must have been a hard match for you to watch, huh? Because it's like your favorites. It's like, I'm Switzerland.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely was. And then I met Bret Hart. I got the privilege to meet him, and it was a moment. I was like, trying not to fangirl, but I just thanked him for everything he's done, how he's inspired me, and he was so nice. Maybe one day I'll meet Shawn Michaels, but hasn't happened yet.
Well, never say never. Yeah, no, I love when you get the opportunity to meet, someone that's made an impact in wrestling. And then like you're just sitting there and you're like, don't be a mark. Don't be a mark. Don't fangirl. Like the whole like I went to an event like a month and a half ago, and MJF was on the card, and my husband and I were out back talking with some of the talent and stuff, and I just walk into the room and then I look to my left and I am 2 feet away from MJF, the scarf, the everything, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, no. And I'm like, my poor husband probably had bruises like on his rib cage from me doing this, the whole night, being like, babe, it's MJF, it's MJF. Like it was, and then I'm like, okay, I'm
Get
gonna
it
go talk to
together.
him. And then I didn't, he was the only guy I didn't talk to. Like I walked right up to Eddie Edwards and was like talking to him. And he was a cool guy for sure. Oh no, Eddie Edwards, Eddie Kingston. Sorry. Eddie Edwards is an amazing talent though. I had the opportunity to meet him also and be on a show with him. But Eddie Kingston was also on this particular card. It was the Limitless Rumble. Yes, guys, I'm talking about it still. But anyways, yeah, Eddie Kingston was one of the most laid back people I've ever met in the business. So speaking of major promotions, who gave you your first like who gave you what promotion gave you your first shot, your first initial booking?
So my first initial booking, actually, I got 5 months after I started training. Like I didn't even feel like I was ready for it. I was like, oh my God, like I don't know. It was a 15-person rumble
Mm-hmm.
down at a baseball field, which is super cool. And I was the only girl out of all of them. So I had my China moment. But my first singles match was actually Adam Booker at EWA.
Seriously,
Yeah,
that's
it
crazy.
was me versus Spike Nishimura, and she was fantastic.
That's fun. And I love that you said you mentioned like it was just at a random a rumble in the middle of a baseball field and stuff
Yeah.
like, but those are like the best shows, the ones in the most obscure like locations or whatever. Like I don't know, like I've worked at shows before that were in like a bar restaurant type setting and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought that was weird, but like I've been to a couple ballpark shows and stuff also. Like it's just I don't know, I love a good obscure venue.
Yeah.
But all right. So I have to ask, like, who so far in your career, how long have you been wrestling for?
So I've been wrestling for about 4 years now. I've
Okay.
been training for 4, and I've been on live shows for about 2 now.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
within those years, who has been your biggest flex? Like the top man, like,
So I have to say, Maki Ito for GCW. I had an amazing opportunity when they came up to Green Mountain and did the crossover show. I didn't find out till like a couple days before, but it was probably like the coolest thing I've ever done. I was really intimidated, but at the end of the day, like we had an incredible match, and she's extremely talented.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um yeah, no, that would definitely be a good one as well. And hopefully, like I think it's gonna be good, but you're booked for a show for my home promotion, Maine Premier Wrestling. You are our current women's champion. Um, how do you feel about going up against that old dirty bitch, ODB? How are you feeling right now about that with that match coming up? Like I'm getting anxious just announcing her. Like
Yeah.
I'm like I'm like practicing in my head a little bit, like my little hype stuff that I do at the beginning of the show to get folks excited, briefly going over the card, and I just want to be like, I have to talk to her first to see how I can address her and whatnot. But like I have a spiel, you know, and
Yeah.
it's in my hometown also. So like I have to really, yes, I have
Yeah.
to, you know, Scouty Ego is an interesting place for sure. But yeah, I'm getting anxious about working with ODB. I don't know how about you feel about that. Like you're going up against ODB. You're not even tagging with her. You're going against ODB
Yeah.
and Taylor One Shot, our inaugural women's
Yeah.
champion, whom you defeated to get that beautiful piece of hardware. So, like,
So
I know
beautiful.
you just keep showing it. Yeah, keep plugging it, like
You gotta.
like
You made
NASCAR
that.
racers and Coca
It wouldn't be
Cola.
here without you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. You know, we always, you know, you've always been in talks of being like one of our champions in the running and stuff, like right off the rip. So it's an honor to have you fill Taylor's shoes, and she
Yes.
has big shoes to fill because she
Yep, she
really broke
is.
down the door for the
She
women's
did.
industry for Maine Premier Wrestling. And folks, if you want to hear more about our friend Taylor One Shot, tune into Wrestling with Pride, part of the Friends of the Squared Circle Network, because
Yep.
Taylor is the host of that amazing podcast, which, hi, Taylor, if you ever need a guest, I'm your girl. What's up? But yeah, um, anyway, so sorry, I keep cutting
No,
you off.
you're good.
Her feelings though you know,
I mean,
about
it's
OD.
ODB. I mean, I grew up watching her on Spike TV every week with my mom. My mom was obsessed with Sting, so any chance we could watch TNA, we were on it, and she would
Right.
always be on the TV. And Victoria is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time, and they had some of the best matches. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm very, very nervous in like a good way. This is a big task, and I'm very honored that I have the opportunity to wrestle her. And Taylor, too. I mean, that was our first time ever working together, the last show. And
Really?
she's incredible and so sweet and so down to earth. And the both of them together with Corey Duke, that's going to be a tall task, but
I
I'm
mean,
much looking forward to it.
yeah, no, I am too. Like looking over the card, because it's about that time I should probably start looking the card over, getting everything prepped and ready, for like the announcing aspect of the show and whatnot. And I'm looking it over and it's like, whew. Like we have
Mm,
number one, Ichiban, and we got
yes, stacked. Wrecking
yeah, going up
Ball.
against Black Rose.
Yeah. We've
And then
got
of
so
course,
many good matches.
yeah,
They're
no, but that
fantastic.
one's gonna be really good. But the one that I'm really looking forward to is the trios match,
Yeah.
where it is Maine's Tower of Power Mark Moment and your partner Johnny Pierce. Like I
Yes.
I actually like Johnny Pierce is a good guy. So, I'm look and with Mark Moment being added in, it was like a group I didn't know that I needed
Yeah, it almost
until I
worked.
saw it on the card and I'm like, oh shit, okay, like let's go. You know what I mean? So
Same. I
I'm
was
really
like, that kind of looks good together.
it does though, because like, you have Pierce's energy and Moment's energy together and
Oh, yeah.
it's like separated at birth. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yes.
what I mean? Like it's too funny, but I'm really excited about that.
Mm.
For sure. Folks, if you are up in the great state of Maine and you have nothing to do next Friday the 13th, please come on down to the Skowhegan Parks and Rec for the 3rd-year anniversary show of Maine Premier Wrestling. 3 years, 2 years, something like that. Sorry, that's horrible that I just spaced that. But anyways, my apologies, Neil Day. So what sparked your interest in getting into this business? Like, you could be anything you want to be. You can do anything you want to do. But why professional wrestling?
That's a great question. So I actually never really thought about it. I went on the first Jericho cruise, and DDP was on the ship, and he taught a DDP session on the top deck, like the first day. And I'd never done it before. I was in really bad shape. I was like, oh my God, I'm struggling to get through this workout. They gave us a free trial. I got off the ship. I just dedicated myself to it, and I lost 50 pounds
Holy
just
cow.
naturally, just through like diet and the yoga. And I was like, you know what? I was like, I think I could do this. So I went on the second cruise, and they were all like, why don't you do this? Like, you're in great shape. Like, you have the look. Like, you should try it. And I went, you know what? I think I'm going to do it. And I got off the cruise, and a week or two later, I was in a wrestling school in a wrestling ring, and I signed right up.
I love that. That's amazing. Yes. Totally forgot that you were into the whole DDP yoga thing and stuff. That looks absolutely like it looks killer. Like I would totally be willing to check that out for sure. But that's
You'd
amazing
love
that
it.
that's what
Yeah. You would
That
love
and the Jericho cruise kinda, like, planted that seed for you.
it.
I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking in the comment section here, and we have the official correction. It is 2 years. The MPW this is our 2-year anniversary. Um, that's amazing. I love that for us. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, there's been 3 big shows though in March. This is the start of our 3rd year with Maine Premier Wrestling, and I can't wait to see what year 3 has in store for us. Oh, and speaking of MPW promoter Neil Day. Hey, 2 of my favorite ladies in the biz.
Hi.
Hey, Neil. We'll see you next Friday.
Yes.
For I don't even know when call time is. I gotta actually message him about that. I'm trying to figure out I took the day off of work to make sure that, like, we were there and we were all
Yeah.
situated on time. Um, yeah, so we shall see. Um, so you have quite the resume for the short amount of time that you've been in this business, like, and it's not just, like, here and it's some pretty decent promotions that you've worked for. Um, your big flex moment happened at Limitless Wrestling, correct? It's the
Yeah.
Limitless Wrestling GCW crossover that they had there, correct? That show?
So, the GCW was with Green Mountain,
Okay.
but also the Limitless Rumble was unexpected. I did not expect to get into it. We just went up there because we were booked at another show in Maine over the weekend, and we were like, you know what? Let's go down there and help out. And Randy was like, we have spots for you, and I had so much fun. I got to work with Jason Maverick in there, and it was just a blast.
Yes. And you mentioned Jason Maverick. He's actually going to be on the show not next week, but the following week. So post MPW anniversary show.
Ooh.
He's going up against our heavyweight champion Eric Johnson for the
Ooh.
title, and I'm really anxious to see how that turns out because those are 2 like mega beasts in the company
Yeah.
going
Yes.
against each other. I'm a little bit worried for Eric Johnson. Like, I'm not gonna lie. But we shall see. And if you guys want to see how that turns out, folks, tune in on our next episode with Big Country Jason Maverick. Um, let's see here. So, favorite moment in your career so far, like you've mentioned that. What like what bucket list promotion would you want to work for? I mean, like, obviously WWE obviously is probably a big one up there, but like, do you have any other dream promotions that you'd like to work for?
Oh, of course. I mean, I would be honored to do AEW. That would be incredible. I obviously would love to work Limitless again, and I would love it to be singles. I would love to be able to get up there more regularly. I'd love to get on Beyond Wrestling as well. They're on
Mm,
my list up there. I've been to their training school, and it's fantastic. And hopefully one day I can get on there. But I want to work everywhere. I'm just very lucky that I get all these opportunities, and I just want to take them all because you never know what could come out the other end, you know?
yeah, that is so true. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and go to the comment section really quick. Folks are sending in questions here and there. Let's see. Tra-la-la. Oh, it's Main Premier Wrestling's favorite referee, Ref Motardi. Selena
Oh,
Hekate. Who is your favorite match that you've had?
ooh, that's a really hard one. I've had a lot, but I'd have to say that my favorite match was my Maki Ito match. It just put me so far out of my comfort zone in a style that I would never usually do. And it really challenged me. And I really like that about it.
Yeah, that was a pretty big match for you. Like, I was really excited when I saw that like come up on the card, and I was like, "Oh shit, okay, let's go." You know what I mean?
I
Because
was
like
like,
I've been a Selena Kate fan for like once I saw you guys come up here and stuff with Johnny.
yes.
I mark for all my girls. I'm sorry, I can't
Same.
help
I
it.
love the girl power. I just did an all girls show in New Jersey on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Nahir Robles helped run it. And it was just so nice to see all the girls come together and just work together and cheer them on through the curtain. Like, it was so much fun. We need more of that.
We really do. And that's like one thing I've loved about whenever I've worked with you. Like, you come in, you're like, it's girl power time. And it's just like,
Yes.
hell yeah, let's go.
We
You
need
know,
it.
it's
We
great
gotta
because
stick together.
true, it really is. The last show that I worked with you on was when you won the MPW title against Taylor One Shot. Um that, oh my gosh, the energy there, it was a very intense night to begin with. It was the night that my husband retired from professional wrestling. It was
Yeah.
his show, like his like farewell show on his home turf. So like of course like I'm trying to plan all this special stuff for him and make sure everything goes perfect. Neil's trying to make sure the card is flawless. But
Mm-hmm.
then like the ladies locker room was just like the energy was like just radiating from there
Yeah.
between you and Taylor just talking over your match, and it's like I just wanted to just sit there and just like soak it all up, you know. Like it was
Oh.
just it was great. Both you and Taylor have been amazing talents to work for. You guys are true workers. You know, you advertise, you promote, you know, I mean, Taylor, I remember it was that show. I went and had breakfast with Taylor, and we went to Tim Hortons, her partner and I, and I'm walking in Tim Hortons in my damn pajamas, okay? And
Yeah.
here she is, she's like, "Oh, wait, babe, I forgot the belt in the car. Hold on." And here she is
Mm-hmm.
with the MPW title on her shoulder ordering freaking coffee and donuts at Tim Hortons. I'm just like, that's the champion we need right there. And then,
Uh-huh.
you know, like you're constantly posting photos with the MPW title and everything. And I'm not gonna lie, Neil Day has booked himself some amazing female champions to represent this company, which makes me very proud. Um,
Mm-hmm.
love having you on. Let's see here. So let's go. Oh, we have a few more questions here. All right. Oh, one of Maine's favorites. Lights Out Lee Miller asks, how was working for GCW?
Oh, hi Lee. It was incredible. I honestly didn't know what to expect. It's a very like intimidating thing because it's like I'm just starting out and I'm wrestling these people who are on TV or have been big places, and it was actually so relaxed and everybody was so supportive. You know, Effie asked me how my match went, and everybody had nice feedback, and it was actually fantastic. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been really trying to follow GCW more because of the fact that whenever I see their like cards or match announcements and stuff, they're freaking stacked as hell. It's just like, okay, like let's go. Like so
Mm-hmm.
my husband, who is currently watching the podcast, sweetheart, put GCW on the streaming hubs for us. Um, we'll watch some GC dub later. Um, so let's see here. All right, let's see. Tra-la-la-la. All right, fun question for you. This is something that I came up with just randomly off the cuff earlier. What move would you never like to take again?
Oh my goodness. I'm not a big fan of heights. And I have not had to take anything that I haven't enjoyed yet. So far, everything's been good, but I will tell you, every time John sets me up for a power bomb, I just tell him to put me down because I do not like that at all. That is the one thing I'm like, nah, I'll pass.
No, I asked well, you know, my husband, I asked him this
Yeah.
question. I'm like, "Hey, how does this question sound?" Because now where we both run podcasts, you know, we're always bouncing questions off each other. And I'm like, "Well, what move would you never want to take again?" He goes, "Oh, spine busters all day. No more." You know, but then again, he wrestled for 20 years, so I
Yeah,
can only imagine. Like I've seen what they look like. I've never taken one, thank goodness.
they're scary.
Yeah, they look scary. That and
Terrifying.
you mention heights.
Yes.
And I'm also someone that is absolutely terrified of heights. The move, like if I was ever to take a particular move, the one move or a move or choose a move that I would not want to take, it would have to be Perry Von Vicious's Perry Go Round.
Oh my god, that looks terrifying. I've seen it in person and I would not want to
Same,
take that.
same. Oh my gosh. Perry wrestled for us for a little while for MPW. He was our inaugural heavyweight champion. And I remember all of a sudden I hear, oh, it's a Perry Go Round, and I'm like, what do you mean? And I look up and I see it, and it's instant watching through the cracks of my fingers, like, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
No. And it's like, what, especially if you see like one of my friends, Blade Bandit, got put in the Perry Go Round, and I'm like, he's gonna die. Oh no. And then Alexander Lee, I believe, also took the Perry Go Round. I'm like, he's done. He's done. Like, bye. Like, he does it so safely, though. It
I
is
know.
very safe. That or Wesley Pipes does this, like, it's like a buckle bomb, like, buster thing, and it
Oh.
looks horrific. And Pipes, if you're watching this, I know I probably slaughtered the name. You can call me an idiot later at the next show. Like, that's what we do. That's our inside joke. But yeah, that move looks really gross also. Like, I cringe those two particular people. And it's not even anyone that's in the major leagues. It's indie guys, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's just still like, that's a huge no for me.
Right. It's
Um,
cool, but over there. Yeah.
right, exactly. Be like, cool, let's not and say we did.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, Johnny Primer. If you could team with anyone, who would you pick?
Ooh. Well, if it was on WWE, it would be Rhea Ripley. I'm obsessed. I love her. Um, I actually am tagging with her the next day at Ring Wars, Daje Simone. She is
Love her.
incredible. I love her. And she's got a little bit of ODB in her, you know? She's a loose cannon, you know? She's just a good time. I love tagging with her. I'd pick her any day.
No, she is really cool. My husband worked with her on a promotion back about 3 or 4 years ago called Vacation Land Pro Wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
That yes, it's an older promotion. And she was on one of the last shows that they ever had and stuff. And she was just the sweetest thing on the planet. And
Mm-hmm.
John's like, if I could tag with anyone or whatever, if I could tag with any, intergender type of like situation, it would be her. And I'm like, okay. Like, go
Yes.
for it. You got Blade Bandit and Jesse Nolan. Like, I would have
Yeah.
loved them versus, my husband and Dej. Like, that would be amazing. For sure.
Mm.
So you, like I said, we touched base. You took, like, you are now our reigning and defending women's champion at Maine Premier Wrestling. Knowing that you are going up against Taylor One Shot, our inaugural champion, one of she was an amazing champion for her company, and she's making moves in the other companies and industries where she's at. How did it feel though when you heard that 1, 2, 3 and knew? How did that make, like, explain, like, let's just go over that. Let's relive that. How did you feel?
Honestly, it's like surreal because I never thought I would ever make it far enough to even like get a belt or like a title. You know, I always doubted myself and I was like, oh, I'm never going to do it. So when it went 1, 2, 3, first of all, we put on a great match. We beat the heck out of each other. We went for it.
You did.
We gave it everything we had. So when I heard that 1, 2, 3, I was happy and relieved. And I was just so proud of what we did, seeing that we've never worked together before. And I was so happy. And MPW has been on my list for a while to work at. And I was just so happy. I can't describe it any other way. I'm just always so grateful, you know?
Right? I was gonna say, like, it was all like a whirlwind. Like, I
Yeah.
remember, like, I did the announcements, so on, got out of the ring, tralala, and then it was like, it seemed like I blinked, and then it was like, you're running out back with the belt,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, "Well, what the hell just happened?" Like, like, I knew it happened, but I was just like,
Yeah.
"Whoa." Like,
Yeah.
that escalated quickly, like, holy crap. But no, you ladies really did, like, y'all beat the piss out of each other, but you put on a good show,
Yeah,
for
we did.
sure. It was amazing. Um, let's see here. Alright. Oh, Mrs. Lights Out Lee Miller, my 2 favorite
Ooh.
ladies. Thank you,
Ah.
Cindy. Gosh, I love the wives of the women,
Yes.
the first ladies of professional wrestling in this industry, man. We're a whole different breed. That
For
is for
real.
sure. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, like, so many people are saying we're their favorite ladies. Like, I'm
Oh, I
digging
love
this.
that for
Okay,
us.
cool. We need to make a t-shirt.
We do. I
Um,
love that.
right? So, gosh, what has been your biggest accomplishment in your career so far?
There's been a lot. Obviously, I talked about it a million times. We don't have to talk about it again. But the GCW thing was huge. The Limitless was huge. Um, when I got onto Chaotic as part of the GGC when I was Sister Selena, that was a huge accomplishment for me. Obviously, winning the title at MPW, that was a huge accomplishment. I won the NCW Women's Championship back about a year ago, and I've won their Women's Wrestler of the Year 2 years in a row.
I was just
And
going to say, I'm like, that's pretty big stuff.
yeah, I've just been really fortunate. I I love wrestling, and I just want to do whatever I can. I just want to make everyone happy, and I just want to be the best.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got a rocket strapped to you right now, sweetheart. I'm just gonna let you know that. And you got a bunch of people out here rooting for you. So,
I love you guys.
uh, let's see here. It is true. It has been a killer year for Miss Selena. You're not wrong. So,
It's
like,
just getting hotter. Yeah.
all the ladies that have come through MPW, I'm just saying, like, we had Serena Vale
Yes.
now in NWA, like
Yes. She did
doing the thing.
the lodestone thing with Bailey. That was
Mhm.
big. Yeah,
That's
she
insane.
really
Like,
popped off last year. Yeah.
yeah. And then of course, like, we had Cruel on our show, and now look at him. Like, he has like the
Mhm.
whole, like, he has NASA strapped to him, like,
I know.
making
Him
moves
versus
going places.
Hijack is going to be crazy.
Oh my gosh, I saw that and I was just like,
Crazy.
"Oh man, that's gonna be a real freaking game changer for
Absolutely.
sure." Like, I don't know, Cruel's one of the probably my, like, biggest flexes to have worked with, like, so far. He is, like, so intimidating. His promos scare the crap out of me, but he is, like, the biggest like, teddy bear on the planet, like, big
They
southern
usually
teddy bear.
are.
Yes. Um, so if there was is there anything at all from the moment you started until now, like, is there anything in your career that you would ever change?
Honestly, I don't think there's anything that I would change about it. I mean, I never expected to accomplish any of the things that I have. So for that, I'm really thankful for it. Like everything happens for a reason. I think the biggest thing would just be like to stop doubting myself. Like I have a hard time like with my anxiety, and then you let people get in your head, and it's like if I could tell anybody anything that I wish I could tell myself is like do not doubt yourself, because I feel like I've held myself back a little, and I'm past it now, but I feel like that's the one thing that I would like to change. Just I feel like it would have just set me 10 times faster, but I'm happy with
Right.
everything I have.
Well, you know what though? But you're on the right path now, and you're making the moves, you're going places. I did not mean I chuckled a little bit while you were giving your answer
Oh,
there, and it
good.
was not. I just want for the record, guys, in case people see that and be like, "Wow, this chick's a real dick." No. I was chuckling because of the fact I looked over into the comments section as we were talking, like we had just finished talking about Cruel and Dijak, and I'm seeing comments like, "Dijak might die," or "Johnny Primer, Cruel's not very nice." If we remember, folks, Johnny Primer shot his mouth off the Cruel, and he probably shouldn't have done that, which led to him just getting knocked the F out. Like, I thought my husband may have died, or at
Oh,
least suffered a concussed event. As little guy shooting his mouth off to the big guy, and whoo, it was, yeah, no
no.
bueno. But he survived, and he's still here, which is great.
It's good.
So, what would you like to see your future in this business look like?
I'd love, who wouldn't? I'd obviously love to get signed, whether it be Ring of Honor, somewhere in Japan,
Oh, you'd be
AEW,
killer in
and
Japan.
anything, I would love to be signed and just be featured on like a big show. Like I just hope to continue like with the success and make it to the big leagues.
Yeah, that would be, like I said, you would be super killer in Japan. Like, you kind of give that New Japan vibe, and why not? You're young, still do it. Go do the damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Do we have any more questions for us there, viewers? We have a handful of people in watching now. Um, and Lee Miller with the fact checking. I love this, telling us that Serena Vale was part of the first ever women's main event for NAWA. Oh, very cool. Let's see
Oh yeah.
here. Oh, you deserve it. You deserve the world. You know what?
Oh,
That's pretty epic to say, Christine Connor. I like
that's so
you.
sweet.
It's really cool. But I mean, like, in a like mostly male dominated industry,
Yes.
that type of hype is what we need
Yes.
for anyone, for any part of the machine, for the ring announcers, for
Mhm.
the actual wrestlers, the managers, the referees out
Yes.
there. The girls aren't
Mhm.
gonna take over the world. Just watch.
Yes, we are.
Mhm. Oh, and Johnny Primer feels that you would be a great addition to TNA. I could see that.
Yeah, they do have a great women's division over there. AEW's is deep too. I mean, Tekla is one of my favorites right now.
I just
She's a top
started
fighter.
watching
I'd
up on
never
her.
seen her before, and I saw her and I was like, she is so cool.
No, she is really, really cool. I've always been a huge fan of Chris Statlander.
Yes, I would love to get her one on one. Her, or
I could
even
see it.
Gabby. I have not gotten Gabby Forza yet. I'm waiting for
Taylor
that.
One Shot. I thought she murdered her in a match that she was just in recently. She was
Ooh.
in a rumble, and she just like came in and fucking. Came in and just clotheslined her. Took her right out, and I'm like, "Is Gabby alive? Can someone check on Gabby?" Like,
She's
Taylor One
strong.
Shot, like, is whew, a little
Mhm.
spicy in the ring for sure.
We need it.
Um,
I love it.
yes, I love it too. Let's see here. Yay, we have some more questions.
Mhm.
Oh, super fan Christine Connor. What match this month are you looking forward to the most?
Well, they're all different. They're all exciting, but obviously the ODB one I'm very excited for. The Fear Falls on the Friday the 13th for MPW. Definitely excited because not only do I get to stand across the ring from all the amazing talent like ODB and Taylor and Corey, but I also get to tag with my boyfriend, which is fantastic. I never get many opportunities to do that. So it's going to be really fun. I'm looking forward to that a lot.
I was gonna say I am too. Like, there's no greater feeling in the world than being able to have the opportunity like I've learned this like, over the past couple years. Nothing There's no greater like high than working alongside your partner
It's
in
the
this business. I don't know what it is. It's something about it. I got my first taste at the first initial Ring Wars. My husband's just like, yeah, no, I want Megan to manage me. And I'm just like, I've never
Ooh.
managed before. And he goes, all right, so goth yourself up a little bit, talk smack to Eric Johnson, introduce me. That's it. And I'm like, okay. And now it's like, it was probably one of the most best memories I've ever had alongside with him. And I really hope that you and your Johnny, have more opportunities to do such great things together in this business, because I'm telling you, there's, like I said, no greater high in the world than working alongside your partner in this business.
Yeah, it's the best.
Yes, it is. Ref Motardi, what stipulation match do you want to compete in the most?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Most coming in
Ooh.
hot with the question.
Yeah, he is. I would love a steel cage. I've not been inside of a steel cage. And I would do like maybe a hardcore match. Like
I
tag
could
barbed
see.
wire, but I don't want any lights. No light tubes for me. Yeah.
Light tubes are so gross.
Oh, I can't imagine
So gross.
the
Like,
mess they make. I can't imagine.
yeah, like no, 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 no. Not no, gross. I was gonna say I believe Larry Huntley has a cage. Just saying.
Probably
You have
does.
worked for NAWA before, so
Many a times. Yeah.
let's put a bug in Larry Huntley's ear and let's get this girl in a steel cage. All right, let's see here. Oh, this is a fun one. Johnny Primer. If you could pick anyone to do a custom entrance song for you, who would you pick?
Ooh, that's a hard one. Um, ooh, I have so many. I love music. I'm a big metal fan. I really
Yeah.
love metal music. I would have to say I would love Metallica to do like an entrance song. Very far fetched, but if I could have anybody do it, it would be Metallica.
That's pretty badass, actually. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie.
I'm a hard rock girly, metal. I love Falling in Reverse. I love all that.
This is why we get along. Yes, I love that. That's amazing. Let's see here. Super fan Keith Hartford. Would
Ooh.
you work for MLW or the NWA? That would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be. I would definitely work for them. They have incredible talent over at MLW, and same thing with NWA. I mean, either one would be so awesome. I
I
can
was
only
gonna
dream.
say,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, you got MLW, which has been a pretty decent company so far. Like I'm liking
Yes.
what I like what they're serving. But
Yes.
hi, go work for Billy Corgan.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. When I found out he owned a wrestling company, I was like, that's crazy.
Um so Cal, our friend Cal, the man with the best beard in professional wrestling, the guy that started the whole Friends of the Squared Circle franchise and got us all together to talk about what we love most, which is professional wrestling. When I told him we were going to go see my husband and I went and saw the Smashing Pumpkins a couple of years ago, and he goes, "You need to make a sign like they do in wrestling shows, and you have to say, 'Hey Billy, I want to talk wrestling' or something like that." And I'm like, don't even, because my entrance music for like my ring announcing and stuff was Beguiled by the Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I watched Billy Corgan's Carneyland, which is about his wrestling company and stuff like that. And that was that was like the intro music for the show, and I'm like, this is it. This is my entrance music. And then we went and we saw them in concert, and one of the last songs they played was Beguiled, and I'm like, all right. I'm like, this is it was just great. I don't know, something about seeing it performed live.
Mm.
And then yeah, like Billy Corgan, let's talk music. Like, I mean, let's talk wrestling. Like NWA is definitely a bucket list promotion
Mhm.
that I don't care what I have to do. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, well, but
Yeah.
like security, ticket taking, whatever, like,
Yep.
backup to the backup to the backup ring announcer,
Yeah.
whatever. Postering, doesn't matter. Like, that's definitely a promotion that I would like to work for, like one of the bigger ones. Cabba Wrestle is also a really nice one.
Yes.
I
I want to
love
work
it's
there
just
so bad.
right. I've my husband was booked for them and then the show ended up being canceled for reasons like nothing like bad or whatever. It's
Yeah.
just some I think it was weather, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And but I was so excited. I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna be in the vicinity of a Cabba Wrestle show." Like, I
Yes.
would it's just something about the element where it's like, there's drag queens and metal and
And music.
fire and freak
Oh,
shows, and it's like, I'm
yes.
home.
No, I definitely want to work there. They're one of the promotions that's been like on the rise. Like they're definitely like blowing up right now and they're doing like such good work. Like I think a girl I wrestle a lot, her name's Asana. This
Mhm.
like sweetheart. I just saw her
Yes.
wrestle Ariel there and it just looks like so much fun, like such a nice environment. Like the
And
room's just filled with
Isana's one of
love.
the staple girlies at Cabba Wrestle.
Yes.
Um, yeah, and when they say suplex and sweetheart, they're not joking. She does have
Nope.
a killer suplex, and I may or may not have watched her. She posted a video recently of her like, "I'm gonna show you how to shovel snow."
Yes.
And you scoop it, you suplex it, and I'm just laughing so hard, and like
So funny.
I showed it to one of my coworkers at work the other day, and I'm just like, "You have to see this, it's great." And then she's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Listen, like, I work in childcare." I'm like, "We're not teaching the kids how to suplex. It's like, just but
Yeah.
look, do in
Yeah.
the snow. It's great." So, but yeah, just and you suplex it, and it's like that's gonna be
So
forever in my mind. So next time we get snow up here in Maine, it's gonna be like, all right, it's time to suplex some of this white
yes.
fluffy stuff. But
Mhm.
um, so we are getting ready to wrap up. Folks, you have had some amazing questions tonight, and we appreciate you tuning in to the main event with Meg Lavelle, part of the Friends of the Squared Circle Network. If you want to see my friend Selena here on future episodes of the main event with Meg Lavelle, Friends of the Squared Circle, Wrestling with Pride, um, Prime Time with Legends, reach out, man, and just let us know. We want more Selena, and who knows, like we could definitely later on down the road, if she wants to come back, we will gladly have her come back.
Oh.
Um, absolutely. So I guess before we wrap up our evening, what would you tell anyone wanting to get into this business? Like, what would your key piece of advice be?
I love that question. I really would have to say believe in yourself. Just trust yourself, trust your gut, and don't listen to anybody unless it's obviously your trainer or your opponent. Like, don't
Right.
let anybody get in your head. Just you got to stick with it. It's really not easy. When I got started, I got injured quickly. I had an acute compression fracture in my L1 vertebrae.
Oh my gosh.
That set me back months and I got in my head and I was like, do I even come back? And I did. And, you just got to stick with it because it's not easy, but it's going to be worth it.
Absolutely. And that is really sound and solid advice. And it's not sugar coated advice either. That is genuine advice, especially where, like I said, professional wrestling is a male dominated
Yes.
field.
Especially
And
as
to,
a woman. Yeah. They're very hard on you. And it's like you'll know where you belong. You'll go where you feel right.
Mhm.
MPW, their locker room is fantastic. Like there's ups and downs to it, and you just gotta trust your gut and just go with it. Yeah.
Exactly. With any promotion, there's going to be ups and downs, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, and the like what you said, like it's so hard on women in this industry. I mean, I've seen promotions where they're like, oh, and I'm not going to sit here and talk smack about promotions or name names, but
Mhm.
I think you know where I'm going to go with this particular one. A recent promotion that was supposed to be an all women show and
Mhm.
girl power and da 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 da. I was really excited to be part of something like that. And then just everything was not hitting right for me.
Mhm.
And you, as a woman in this business, you have to know your worth. Well, and anyone in this industry, know your worth right off the rip. If you're and if someone tells you to change, tell them to eat rocks. You know what I mean? Like that
Mhm.
was another thing too. This particular promotion's like, oh, you have to change your name, you have to change your look, you have to change everything. And I'm like, nope, sorry, that's not me. So, definitely go with what everything that you said and like just know your worth in this business. Folks, it looks like we're all loving on Selena tonight, which is amazing. And I'm so glad that we could have her on the show tonight. Selena, for folks wanting to keep tabs on you, to follow you, if they haven't been following you already, what social media platforms can we find you on?
So I have a TikTok, an Instagram, and a Facebook for Selena Hekate. I usually keep it up to date with all my dates and where I'm going to be. And then obviously YouTube, just search Selena Hekate. I don't have like a dedicated page just yet. It's in the works.
Right on. I love that. All right. Well, folks, this has been another amazing jam-packed episode of the main event with Meg Lavelle. Thank you so much for tuning in, folks. Remember to go and follow, subscribe, Friends of the Squared Circle, Wrestling with Pride, and most importantly, the main event with Meg Lavelle. Because when you're here, you're the main event. Thank you so much for popping in, guys, and we'll see you soon.